The Iranians have been preparing for this war for 25 years.
Yep.
They have always said that the Americans, Ayatollah Khamenei, the martyr, has always, basically believed that we have to prepare for an assault by the United States, especially after 9/11.
Yeah.
And, now if you look at the history and Tucker Carlson's own documentary, 9/11, and what's happening now, you look at 9/11 through a very different lens. But ever since 9/11, Iran has been preparing. These underground missile bases and drone bases that have been functioning for a month now and are hitting harder today than they were weeks ago. Does anyone in their right mind think that the Iranians have not prepared the Persian Gulf region and the islands and other places for an American assault? They are crazy. So, and one other thing that I think is important is that Trump is the reason why Trump is so isolated and among his own allies is because they all know what's going to happen. So you speak of Axios, this Zionist mouthpiece and tool of propaganda. It's European leaders who are desperate to have Trump to be in Trump's good books, but this is just too much for them. They recognize where things are going. Again, it's not as if it's going to, Iran will defeat the United States, but Iran will pay a heavy price. But Iran has no option. This is an existential war. It's a fight for survival. A few days ago, a very good friend of mine, a Brazilian friend of mine, was saying that a very senior figure in leftist politics in Brazil, and this is not just it's not just the left, but this particular person is a very important person in the sort of radical. He's like one of the key communists of Cuba, and he was saying we need this culture. We have to become like the Iranians. We have to get this culture of resistance from the axis of resistance and learn about their ideology and their worldview. And maybe we have to change to be more like them. So the United States is basically making the axis of resistance a role model for resistance across the world.
Right.
And again, no matter how you look at this, it's not good for Zion and people across the world. Who are they going to blame when they lose their jobs? Who are they going to blame when the costs go through the roof in the United States and elsewhere? Trump.
Yeah.
And who forced Trump down this road? The Zionists, Netanyahu, the Zionist lobby. So is it going to make them more popular or less popular? It's going to make it worse. So they've been going downhill for 2.5 years. Major public figures are now turning against them. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. In other words, they're bringing about their own destruction.